Hi, my name is Edna Montgomery. I am a student in EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama. I will be demonstrating my use of the Smartboard. The first thing you do is turn it on, which is already on. You mash this little button, which if it's brown, mash until it turns green. Make sure computer 1 is selected. The next thing you do is calibrate. There's two buttons in the front. You mash these two buttons and begin calibrating. After that, we will be using the Smart Notebook, which is located in the lower corner. Takes a few seconds for the notebook to open, so it will be a minute or two. There. Once open, we will start with text. I will write my name. And if I would like for this to look professional, I would first hit this arrow, select my name, point down this area, and hit recognize my name. And there, I have a more professional looking name. Next, I would like to work with objects. So I will again hit on objects. I want to choose it and hit. Chose a rectangle. I can make it as big as I would like. And next, I will be working with animation. I will first hit the board to make my little select arrow come down, and I will choose properties and object animation, and I would hit type, and I would say fade out, and from there I would want the speed to be slow. So there. And from there, we would use the infinite cloner again. Another object. Select the arrow. I think I want this to look professional, so I'm going to have it to recognize the for me. And then I will hit the point down arrow and hit infinite cloner. Now, okay. And now I have as many D's as I would like. So much for the infinite cloner. Next, I will be storing my information. I will choose Bob, save as. Okay. See, it disappeared.
Still there.
No, I'm saying where I can't stop it.
Hi, my name is Jasmine McCall, and I am a student in EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama. Today I will be demonstrating some basic uses of the Smartboard. First, you would want to turn your Smartboard on by pressing the power key, which would be orange if it was off, but once it's turned on, this light will turn to green. You want to make sure you have computer 1 pressed. Then you would want to come over and you would press these two buttons simultaneously. It has a keyboard and a mouse. You do this in order to calibrate the Smartboard. And you would touch each one of these points. So next we want to go ahead and open up a Smartboard notebook. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is work with text. So I'm going to grab one of the pens and I'm just going to write my name on the board. Okay. So now if I want to turn my handwriting into text, I would tap on this arrow and then I would tap on my name and I'd hit this drop down arrow, which then I would click on Recognize Jasmine, which will then turn my name into text. Then you can move this to wherever you like. I'm just going to put it down at the bottom. Next, we're going to work with objects. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to choose to work with a square, which I can make as big as I like by dragging my finger here, or as small as I like. I'm going to choose this size. So now, I'm going to go back to this arrow, which I can then move my square to wherever I like it. So now I'm going to work with object animation. I'm going to click this arrow, go down and click on properties, and then you're going to go over to solid fill. Then you're going to go over to object animation. For this, I'm going to choose a type. There are many types. I'm going to choose to have it fly out. Then it's going to fly out to the bottom, and I'm going to change the speed to slow. And once I click on the item, it will fly out on the screen. Next, we're going to work with revealing feedback with objects. So if I gave my students a question or a math problem, and I wanted to cover up the answer, I could come down here, click on objects again, click on square, click on my arrow, drag the square up to where it covers the 3. Then I would tap it, click on my down arrow, come down to properties again, click on solid fill. You can choose whatever color you like. So then I'm going to go to object animation, in which this time I'm going to have it fade out. My speed will be slow, and this will take place when I click on the object. So once I click on the object, it will fade out and the answer will appear.
Wow.
So I'm going to drag that down to the bottom. So the next thing we're going to work with is infinite cloning. So say that I had a square here, but I wanted more than one square. Rather than drawing them again, I would click on my arrow, go here, click on my drop down, click on infinite cloner, and then I would just pull out as many arrows as I think I would need. So that's using the infinite cloner. Then just go on here and delete the ones that you don't need. Okay. So next we're going to work with saving an item. So I will go over here and I will open up a browser. For this, I will tap on my keyboard, and for now I'm going to go to the website Starfall, which is an educational website. So if I wanted to underline something for my students, I could underline in here. Thanksgiving is coming up, so I could circle here if I wanted them to study that. Now, if I wanted to embed this into my smart notebook, I would click up here on Smart Ink, and then I would click on Capture. So go here again, click on Capture, and now this image is in my smart notebook. Next, we're going to work with using multimedia tools. So I'll go here, and I'll insert a blank page, and then I will click over here on the images button. Then I will click on interactive and multimedia. Then I will insert this into my notebook. Then I will come over here and drag this down.
Boy. Boy.
Okay, thank you. Hi, my name is Jasmine McCall, and I'm a student in EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama. For my project number 12, I will be demonstrating some uses of the Smartboard. Okay, to turn your Smartboard on, you would start by clicking this little button down here. Okay, then you would open up Smart Notebook. The first thing we're going to do is calibrate the Smartboard. But I'm going to push these two buttons here simultaneously. Then I'm going to click in each one of these. Okay. Next, we're going to work with handwriting, with text. So I would write here. I'm just going to write my name. Okay. Now, in order to turn my handwriting into text, I would click on this arrow, and then I would click on my name, then click on this drop-down box, and recognize Jasmine. And here you can see it turned my name, my handwriting, into text. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. Next, we're going to work with objects. To work with objects, you would click down here, and I'm going to choose a triangle. So I can make this as large as I like by continuing to drag my finger, or as small as I like. I'm going to choose the size. Okay, then you can click on your arrow, and you can move these to wherever you like. Okay, next we're going to use object animation to hide and reveal feedback. So I'm going to move this down. So if I were to give my students a math problem, and I want to hide the answer, I would click on click on objects, click on the square, draw the square, click on my arrow, then I would move this square up to cover the 5. Then I will click on the box, drop down arrow, come down to properties, Then click on solid fill. You can choose whichever color that you like. Then click on object animation. And for this one, I'm going to have the object fade out. I'm going to change my speed to slow, and this will occur when the object is clicked on. Okay, so to reveal the answer to my students, I will click here, and the object will fade away. Okay, let me move this down. Next, we will use the infinite cloner. So I'm going to bring this triangle back up. See, I wanted to have more than one triangle. I would tap on this triangle. Then I would click on infinite cloner, and then I can drag out as many triangles as I like. So that's your infinite cloner. Okay. Next, we're going to save into your smart notebook from the internet. I'm going to go to Starfall. So if I wanted to circle something for my students on here, I can. If I wanted to underline things, I can do that. And if I wanted to save this into my smart notebook, I would come over here and I would click on Smart Ink. Then I would click on Capture. And then once I bring my smart notebook back up, this will be in my smart notebook. Okay. Next, we're going to work with multimedia objects, which I will come up here and I will click on this image button. Then I will click on interactive and multimedia. If we were studying how to pronounce words, I would add this. Click here and insert into my notebook. Let that go away. Come over here. Drag this down so my students can see it. I would click here.
Boy.
And it pronounces the words for my students.
Boy.
Okay, that is it. Thank you.